And top of the morning. I brushed my teeth, but I'm gonna eat some nuts. You know why? Because I only did about 1,700 calories last night. I need to eat. I need to eat a little something before I go, even though I'm not remotely hungry. When I first wake up. Ma'am. I gotta hurry too. I don't know why I started recording and then decided to take a big bite full of nuts. I'm still cleaning nuts out of my teeth. Maybe that was for the better, because I really didn't have time to sit there and talk. I kind of needed to head out. It's Saturday, so I forget the Mac's schedule was a little bit different on the weekend, so I actually had to leave a couple minutes earlier, and I missed a button at the bottom of my shirt that'll take care of. I'm really walking down the street eating bananas. But yeah, I only ate about 1,700 calories yesterday, and I've said in the past, not in these vlogs so much, but I really need at least like 2,000 calories, like 1,900 to 2,000 calories a day, or I'm just gonna get kind of woozy. So the fact that I only had 1,700 last night, and I worked, and now I've woken up, you know, so pretty much I've had like 1,700 calories over like 30 hours. I know I'm gonna start getting shaky, so I'm just like, I'm jumping the gun before I get there. Delicious banana. So anyway, in addition to needing a little pick-me-up, I also threw my nuts in my bag, you know, so they're there. But yeah, once again, I started going to sleep a little later than I wanted to, and then it took me forever to actually fall asleep. So I only got about 6 hours, maybe 6 hours and 15 minutes. You know, and since developing fibromyalgia, if there's days where I don't hit 8-9 hours of sleep, those are some of the days where I end up feeling pretty crappy while I'm at work. So it happened yesterday. I only slept about 5.5 hours because I stayed up too late. And I was like, oh, I'm only working 5.5 hours. And then like the first 3 hours of my shift was some of the worst fibromyalgia discomfort that I've had in the last several months. And you know, the second half of the day was a lot easier than the first half, but still, that happened. So I'm working 9 hours today, and I'm really hoping that lightning doesn't strike twice, and that because I only slept about 6 hours, like the moment I get to work, I'm just gonna start feeling terrible. Now granted, I only had a handful of nuts and a banana, so I haven't exactly crammed myself with calories. So I'm also a little, you know, I'm trying to avoid getting to work and being kind of like, oh, because I need more calories in my body. So there's that to be concerned with as well. It's a lot of crap. So the thing says the train's leaving in 4 minutes, but it's not giving me the arrow to tell me which train I should be on. So it's leaving in 4 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna hang out and wait for the conductor person to show up. Whichever train they get on, that'll be the one I get on. As much as I want to sit down right now, I'm not feeling shaky like I'm gonna fall down, but I'm already starting to feel it. One of the things I need to do is I need to icy hot up like the moment I get to work and not wait till I'm like 45 minutes into my shift. I've noticed taking icy hot for this, which is, you know, one of the few things I do that actually alleviates the discomfort, is, you know, it's like when you start getting a headache, you should probably take something for it, because if you just sit there and wait and hope it goes away and let the headache get really bad, it's a lot harder for ibuprofen or whatever to catch up. And I feel like I have kind of similar situations with that. So I'm already starting to feel it in my arms, and oh God. I'm really hoping the first like 3 to 4 hours of my workday are not just gonna be miserable. I can't. All right, store trip done. pretty packed bag. Granted, I'm gonna have a lot of this before I'm done, but there's like it's like 2 little protein drinks, salad, obviously. There's a kombucha down there somewhere. A couple apples. I'm trying not to just do strictly apples, even though I'm buying them every day. It's just, there's not a lot of fruits where you can just, like, I know there's berries, but even those get kind of messy on your fingers, and I need something that I can just take to a spot on my break, hold it up to my mouth, eat it, and have relatively no mess. And there's just not a lot of fruits out there that works for, so a lot of times it's apples when I'm at work. On my break, you hear that? That's a child who just came in with their parent, and the child's just been coughing their freaking lungs out ever since they walked in to this place. Like, if you have a child that's coughing that much, don't take them to a fucking public place. It's like, god damn, son. But people, nobody gives a shit, you know? I love my kids so much, I'll subject, you know? Kid probably doesn't have COVID. Kids are, you know, little kids get sick all the time. But, like, seriously, if that's happening, don't fucking come to a public place like this. Shouldn't be taking sick kids anywhere. Anyway, I'm doing okay. I'm just exhausted, and I'm leaning down a little bit, so I'm hiding behind the banister so people out in the lobby don't see me, and it looks like I'm just talking to myself. I've had a little bit of pain. It's kind of been lingering, but it's nothing like yesterday. I'm more just wiped out than anything. I'm more tired than in pain, but it's almost 5. So, got like, I don't know, by the time I clock back in, I've got like 3 hours and change left, so I think I'll make it. Kid's still coughing up a storm. So anyway, got off 14 minutes before the Max's arrival, so that's pretty good. Should take me, you know, about 10-11 minutes. Should be like perfect timing to get there and do my usual thing. So I could have felt worse today at work. I could have certainly felt worse yesterday. But that being said, pretty much the whole day there was just lingering discomfort. And I actually feel like I have a little bit more energy now than I did earlier. I was feeling real wiped out, so even minor fibromyalgia discomfort was leading me to just feel completely wiped out because I was just beat down and tired. Well, and this was my Friday. So even though I went home a little early with my leg thing on Wednesday, I still worked like 35 hours during that 5-day stretch. And, you know, 35 hours of work over 5 days is exhausting on anybody. Particularly so when you're fending off fatigue and discomfort, and on top of that, being a little bit of an irresponsible dum-dum and not making yourself go to sleep at a reasonable time. The last 2 nights I've only gotten about, you know, again, something in the area of 6 hours of sleep, and you gotta throw yourself out of bed and go to work. Yesterday I only had to work 5.5 hours, so it was like, it sucked, but it was reasonable. But today it was 9 hours, so I really thought I was gonna be feeling really bad today, so it's kind of a win that I came away just feeling kind of just generally crappy over the course of the day, with a few brief stints of time where I was kind of feeling okay. So just happy to get off work. I was gonna go vlogging tomorrow, but there's always something to stop me. There's actually 2 things to stop me. One, rain's supposed to come in tonight. It's supposed to rain just all day tomorrow, and you know, I'm a Portlander. I could suck it up. Could up, just go out with my GoPro, which I know can sustain the rain. Just take it like a man, but no, because that's not what I wanted to do when I went out vlogging. But beyond that, you know, I take the green line up and around and west back towards the, you know, downtown Portland. It's kind of off this way. And starting tomorrow, I just found out about this on my Max ride to work today. Starting tomorrow and lasting like almost 2 weeks, they're gonna be doing a bunch of work on the lines. So from like 60th all the way to almost the Rose Quarter, which is several miles of track, they're gonna be doing, you know, maintenance work and whatnot on the lines. And they're gonna be at 60th, they're gonna be picking people up in shuttle buses and moving them back and forth between there and 7th. And I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with that crap. I'm not, you know, it's sketchy enough, some of the people that get on the Max during that time. I'm not getting on buses with them where I'm closer to them. So the whole plan just kind of got shot down. And I do it on Monday because I have Monday off as well. But I think that's the day me and my girlfriend are gonna do something together. And I'm probably gonna make us tacos tomorrow. Maybe Monday. One of those 2 days. So even if it does rain, I may be doing a trip to the store. So, you know, just glad I made it through another stretch of work days, came out of it alive. Now get about 2.5 days of rest. Thank God the Max is here in 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure these guys are smoking crack over here at the stop. So I don't know how, well, I kind of took it from a distance, but yeah, those guys were definitely doing crack. I saw the pipe, I saw them, you know, they were lighting it up. And this one guy just like started crouching. He just crouched down to the ground. It was just like there, like immobile. And he was kind of close to the train tracks as the train was coming in, as hopefully you could see. And I was a little bit like, I hope that guy doesn't like fall in front of the train or like tweak and let himself tumble. But I mean, train managed to pull in, and once it stopped, I stopped paying attention to that guy. But those guys, I guess they were having a good time. But yeah, you want to talk about, yeah, no, it's not dangerous riding on the Max at all. Literally, last stop at Fuller Road, we stopped, Max going the other way stopped, and as I looked out, there was like three windows that had been like taped up. They weren't shattered, but the glass had been cracked really bad. It wasn't like someone threw a rock. This was like someone was punching the glass repeatedly. Probably busted their hands up. I'm telling you, constantly psychos on the Max. It's no joke. Oh goodness, even that's bright. I just turned the light on from my phone so you can actually see stuff. Look at my, well, I guess from this, since the light is fixed, you can't really, I was like, I want to make some animal shadows. I don't know, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. It's the middle of the night. Came home, had some food, relaxed. Felt pretty good still got home. No real issues. Oh man, but I just got real tired, so I'm like, I need to finish this because I'm about to pass out. Hey buddies, I got my bros here with me. Anyway, so made it through another stretch. You know, same old stuff. My weekend has officially begun. I'm gonna go to bed, and it's gonna be nice not having to wake up to an alarm tomorrow. So as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your support, your love, whatever you're feeling and throwing my way that might be helping me positively. Here's the beginning of our kind of Halloween decor. Not that we're putting a lot of stuff up, but my girlfriend did that. So I want to give it some attention. And all that said, I'm about to pass out. So good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.